it's Suzy from the Grey Brunette here, and today I thought I would just share with you kind of a basic, simple makeup routine that I do pretty much every day. And I've already moisturised, serumed and all that kind of stuff, and primed. I put primer on as well. So now I'm just going to go in and do my next steps. So like I said, I'm just a regular 46-year-old woman who does really basic makeup, and I use a whole variety of stuff. And this is I got a thing about supermarket stuff, if you remember from my last video, and one of the serums I use is from the supermarket. This is even more basic. It's from like the supermarkets, I think it's their own range of makeup, and this is a concealer, and I just bought it once to dry it, and I really liked it. So, you know, if you find something you like and it's cheap, works well, why not? So this is what I do. I tend to put it on. This is my way. This is not necessarily the way that makeup artists will do it. But I put it on like I've got a lot of pigmentation in my skin. That, I guess, is from spending the last, how many years? 30 years. No, how long? 36 years. 36 years, I think it is, living in Portugal, because I came here when I was a kid. So I've lived here all that time, so living somewhere where there's strong sun, and I've obviously spent a lot of my youth in not protecting my skin. You know, I grew up in the 80s. Bad girl. So basically I just cover the reddest spots just roughly with my fingers. Doesn't matter if it's not rubbed in beautifully yet, because I'm going to put a bit of foundation on today as well. So my foundation, I'm using the Body Shop Fresh Nude. Does it say a colour? I'm not sure. This is recommended to me by one of my blogging, YouTubing, Instagram buddies, and this is medium 2W. So this is what the Body Shop shop assistant recommended. So what I do is I put like a big blob of it on the back of my hand, and then I either use my fingers or I use one of these blending brushes, sponges rather. I think I use my hands. I actually get on better with my hands. And I just dot it around all along. Okay, I don't do this every day. Sometimes I just do the concealer. And I just rub it in. Get right in there. Gosh, my fingers feel really rough for some reason. Oh, got it in my hair, it doesn't matter. I've got my mirror down here. I've got the normal mirror, I don't know if you can see it. I've got this normal mirror. I think this is magnified once, twice, and this is like 10 times, which is a bit scary. And then it also came with another one. Let me show you. And it came with this, which is 50 magnification, which is really, really horrible to look in, but it's really handy for getting those chin hairs. Okay, I think that's okay. It's not too bad. So as you can see, it's a very, very light coverage, so you can still see a lot of the pigmentation. So if that's the case, if it annoys me, then I might just go over it with a little bit more concealer, just to hide it a little bit more. I think it's probably I probably rub in the foundation too much. Maybe if I use the blending brush, it wouldn't be rubbed in so much, but that's okay. I mean, I'm not trying to cover everything because that wouldn't be natural, would it? I have done that before and it just looks awful, so this will do. So that's the base, and then even though I've got a primer all over my face, I use a Kiko eye primer. I don't know how well this is focusing. And I just put a teeny weeny bit, like a really tiny bit, on my little finger. Like a really small amount. And I rub my fingers together, and then I just put that actually under the eyes, because I've got a real tendency when I wear mascara and eyeliner and stuff that it tends to fall down my face. And I'm sure the primer that I put on before would stop it, but this is just an extra precaution. That'll do. And then I'll go in with my eyes. So I've got so many eyeshadows that I've inherited and that I bought. If you watched my contouring video that was posted recently, I used the Charlotte Tilbury one, which is really, really nice. There's some gorgeous colours in there. I'll show you again. See, there's some stunning colours. I haven't used the pinks yet, but I've tended to use more of the browns. Oh dear, my camera seems to have stopped working, so I'm having to flick over to a different video just to show you how I do my eye makeup. Feel a bit of an idiot, obviously, but here we go. So this is a video I did, I think, probably a week or so ago, and I do believe I'm using the same Charlotte Tilbury. It's not Tilbury, is it? It's Tilbury. I do believe I'm using the same Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows. So I usually put the palest colour on the eyelid and a little bit higher up into the crease. And then I'll get a darker colour, which I'll put into the crease itself, just to give a little bit of depth. So that's what I'm doing here. And I am using my Spectrum brushes, which I believe I bought from Look Fantastic, or it could have been from Feel Unique, I'm not sure which one, but they're really, really nice brushes. I use them all the time. So what do I do after that? Let's see. So once I've got all the eyeshadow on, then I'll take an even darker eyeshadow, just the darkest one I can find, and a smaller brush. As you can see, I'm not using the Spectrum one here, I'm using one of my old brushes because it's a lot smaller. And I will put a really dark colour, almost like an eyeliner, and I'll just put like a line really along the top lash. You could do it with an eyeliner as well if you wanted to, but I like the softness of the eyeshadow. So once I've done that, then I will take an eyeliner, and the eyeliner that I really like at the moment, which I have mentioned before in the last videos, is actually from Maybelline, and it's called Master Kajal, and it's a kohl liner, but it's a really fat kohl liner, and it's really lovely to use. And I pull my top lid up a little bit, just so that you can see the white underneath, and I just put a little bit of the black kohl along that white line, and that again gives a really nice depth to it. And that was a tip I learned by watching that program that I can't remember the name of. Oh gosh, what's it called? It's on Netflix, but it's a BBC program where they do makeup. Oh my god, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a competition and they're doing makeup and they're amazing, all of them. And that's where I got this tip from. So anyway, back to the liner. I will put a little bit of liner along the top line as well sometimes, not always. Depending on if I'm going out or if I'm just staying home, then I probably won't bother. And then after the eyeliner, I will take my mascara. And at the moment, my favourite mascara is from Kiko. And it's a really thick brush. Let's see what it's called. It's Luxurious Lashes Maxi Volume Brush Mascara. And that's a really nice one to use, especially if you've got long lashes, which I do. So that's what I do with my eyes. Slightly different camera angle because my camera battery ran out. So as I was saying, I just put a little bit of blusher. I think I may have just put a little bit too much. And I tend to put it probably where you would put your contouring lines. And then I just sort of blend it in a little bit more so it's not too much. And then I finish off with a little bit of lippy. And because I'm not going anywhere fancy, I might just put a little bit of this one. Let's take that off. Oh, let's finish off with a bit of setting spray. Not used that one before. That's from Visage as well. Smells quite nice. And there you have it. My everyday look. What do you think? Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you've enjoyed the video, I'd love it if you would give it a like at the bottom of this video. And if you did really enjoy it, please consider subscribing to the channel so that I can continue making more content for women of our age, you know, our late 40s, 50s, 60s and beyond. Videos about all the stuff that we deal with, whether it's style and makeup, whether it's cooking, because I'm a vegan, plant-based diet, and I love making vegan food. I live in Portugal, so I might talk about some things in Portugal. So if you're interested in that, then you might consider subscribing. Basically, I'm going to touch on anything that I think that women of my age would be interested in. So if you've enjoyed it, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya.